Doing Christian things is not what makes you Christian. Christ-likeness is Christianity. And the only way you become Christ-like is not biting your lip trying, it's becoming when you're with Him. It's putting off, putting on, exchanging. The way I'm preaching, you take some of those convictions to the prayer closet. Father, I thank you that the only way I ever see my children from this day on is through the truth of what you created them to be. I thank you, my children owe me nothing. I am not demanding their honor. You told them to honor me. I am not demanding it. I am honored to love them right where they're at. And I thank you for giving me wisdom to live like you would live if you were in my shoes. You start talking like that to the Lord and watch how you start conducting yourself within your family. And all of a sudden your children don't have the ability to get on your nerves and frustrate you because you got new nerves in prayer. And all of a sudden it ain't about where they're not and what they're doing and that boy and that child and I fed that boy I nursed that boy. And then you want to talk to me like that? Boy, I raised you. I'm your mother. Produce the righteousness of God. You're demanding His respect. Don't go there. This room, you just had God come and manifest with His hands on His hip and tear you up and shout you down. And you showed up in church quick because He scolded you. It ain't happened to one of us. Well, we've done it to each other, haven't we? Us dads, man. We stay quiet sometimes for a while, but when we talk, okay, boy, I had enough. And you listen to me. You show me one time that ever produced the righteousness of God. You show me one time two people were in a skirmish and it ever produced life. You show me one time where people had animosity and it ever produced anything good. Paul writes admonishments to us in the Bible. He says, be careful, there's no evil, unbelieving heart found among you. An evil heart of unbelief among you. Nowadays, you share a testimony and the church says, do you have any documentation? We boast in our unbelief. He calls unbelief evil. Evil. Watch. Either for me or against me. Either gather to me or scatter. You know what we think on the surface? That's somebody that's saved or not saved. Somebody that came to church or didn't go to church. Somebody that prayed the prayer or didn't pray the prayer. No. You can actually see your need for a Savior. You can be serving in ministry in this church and live with a daily mindset that works against the grain of everything God's wanting to do. You can stay self-centered and actually be scattering and not gathering. You can have a self-centered mindset and be a part of a congregation and actually work against the grain of everything grace is trying to accomplish. And sincerely see your need for a Savior and want forgiven. And not live in the flow of His wisdom. He's not talking about a person that's degenerate in unbelief. He's not talking about a pagan. He's talking about somebody that's giving their heart to things counterproductive to what He's accomplishing. You say stuff like, well, ain't nobody ever going to treat me like that. Well, ain't nobody going to make me a doormat. You be careful with all that stuff. Because if you got lines, somebody's crossing. So why don't you just get rid of the lines instead of believe nobody will cross? Why don't you just get rid of the lines?